Garrett, good morning. Thanks for the time today. How you doing?
I'm doing good. Good morning. Thank you all for having me.
Hey, was that ever discussed? We're going right to the big leagues, young man?
No, it was a distant thought of mine or a dream, but never was really fully discussed.
So when you found out it was the White Sox, you had to have known the history of Chris Sale, and you thought, hey, maybe they're not afraid to do that. Did that cross your mind?
Right. No, as soon as my name went off the board, that was kind of the first thing that went into my head, and thankfully it was kind of able to work out the way it did.
So you did get your feet wet at the major league level last year, and you finished a game, I believe. You appeared in a handful. Tell us about the experience. Tell us about, pitching in the big leagues for the first time.
Right. The experience as a whole, I mean, it was kind of overwhelming when I first got there. Really wasn't sure what to expect because I didn't have the typical spring training to kind of get to know the veteran guys. I feel like everyone else did. But the experience as a whole was something that I'm extremely grateful for. It's something that I might not have ever expected myself doing a couple years ago. But, I mean, as I've kind of continued to progress and develop, it's something that I was striving to do.
So how did you get yourself ready? Because there was not a college season. It got cut short anyway. Maybe you guys played a handful of games depending on the conference you were in.
Right.
So how did you get yourself ready knowing that you were going to go out and pitch? And then there was no minor league season.
Right. Well, there was a handful of time between when the official college season was canceled and when the alternate site was actually banded together. So during that time, I was staying at my buddy's house up in Tennessee, kind of just working out, throwing 2 bullpens a week, just staying ready. Because at that point, we really weren't sure if there was going to be some sort of pre-draft event for us to re-showcase ourselves. So I was kind of just ready for anything that would have been thrown my way. Thankfully, I got the call to the alternate site and was able to just keep working from there.
So, not only last year do you get into the big leagues and pitch in some games, you pitched in some really meaningful games down the stretch. Tell us about the experience in the wild card round and what happened there for you.
Yeah, no, that was huge. Just good experience to have and keep for the future. Definitely wasn't really expecting to get in that early in the third game, but definitely to have the trust of my coaches to put me in that early in the game was a lot. Got kind of banged up there with some soreness in my forearm, so I left a little earlier than I would have liked to. I was kind of trying to tough it out, just trying to give them everything that I had, show them that I was here for a reason and that I wanted to kind of feel that sense of belonging with the team. But the experience as a whole was invaluable.
So the guy that closed you out in that wild card round, Liam Hendriks, is now a staff mate of yours. We were talking about the White Sox earlier, Garrett. My goodness, I mean, what a team they've put together here. Have you stopped to consider your lot in life right now as being the young bull on a team that is heavily favored to make a big, deep postseason run?
Yeah, man. I've been loving all the acquisitions that we're making, especially with Liam Hendriks. I've seen some pitching ninja videos on him recently on Twitter, and I didn't really know much about him, but I like how his mentality is, and I like how his mind works.
Yeah, you're going to love him. He's a heck of a personality, a heck of a person. I want to go back to the playoff game, because after that, a lot of concern of your health, obviously, of your arm. How are you doing? How did you recover after the postseason, and where do you stand now?
Good, man. So after the season ended, I took about a month off, like 3 or 4 weeks, headed out here to Arizona, and now I'm kind of just working on my program. So 1 bullpen a week, just kind of playing catch 5 times, just nice and easy. But as I've been getting back into it, I've just continued to see progression and in my elbow and just in my strength as a whole.
You're participating in the MLB rookie program this week. Tell us about what you've already taken from it and what you expect to get out of it by the week's end.
Yeah, so there's some older guys that are in there, like Andrew Miller and John Jay. So kind of what I'm taking right now is just I'm not really familiar per se with everything that the Players Association does, and kind of what they encouraged us to do yesterday was kind of to learn, kind of to get active and just to understand that side of things. That way we can teach it to the next generation of players to come through.
Good stuff. Hey, Garrett, we appreciate the time today. Congratulations on what you've accomplished this far, and enjoy the rest of this rookie program.
Just getting started, young man.
Thanks so much. Thank you all for having me.
You want to trade places in life, by the way? Come here and host Hot Stove, and I'll be like this electric left-hander with the best team in baseball.
100 miles an hour, no problem.
Thanks for the time, man. Go get them.